Good morning, good afternoon. I was going to say good evening already before the afternoon. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Happy Monday. Can we tell it's Monday after a holiday here in the United States? I hope it's not a very Mondayest Monday that you've had. So, but look at my hair. Wow. Okay. Good morning, afternoon, good evening. Hope you're doing well. If you are here, please say hello in the comments. If you are new, I'm Ashley Chance Fox, founder and creator of Balance Worthy, and I am so happy that you are here. If you are here, please say hello in the comments. And if you have any questions throughout my live, feel free to type a question. If you're watching the replay, feel free to type in the comments. You can do hashtag replay, or you can just ask your question and I will come back and answer it. So far, I do not see any comments, although I'll see a couple of people watching. So it may be one of those things that it's not going to show me this morning. Oh, there they are. Hello, Teresa. Good morning. I'm glad I can see comments. Woohoo! Okay, so happy Monday. I hope you had a great weekend or a great holiday if you were here in the United States and you celebrated. I am getting back on the horse, going back to work and doing all the things, so I hope you had a wonderful weekend. A couple of reminders. I know this is sounding like a broken record, but if you are not receiving my emails, I send one out on Monday and Friday, and so many of them are going to spam right now. I'm not sure. We're not sure exactly why. So if you are signed up on my email list and if you're not getting those, please make sure you check your spam folder. Spam. There's another one. Check your folders. Is what I'm saying. Also, if you want to be on my list and you're not, just feel free to send me a direct message. Just as a FYI, every time someone joins my group, even from way back, I have sent them a direct message, a message through Facebook Messenger, welcoming you to the group. So if you've never seen that, please go check that out. It's just a, welcome from me. Hello, how are you? Thank you for joining kind of thing. But that's how you can get in touch with me if you would like to get in touch with me without making a comment on a live or a video or a post. Okay? So check that out. And I try to DM everybody that joins the group. If I've missed you, I'm so terribly sorry. But I try really hard to welcome everybody into the group. So take a look for that. Also, don't forget Embracing Me, my December membership that's starting in November. Starting this Thursday night, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. The link to register is up top. It's pinned at the top. It's also in your email. So make sure I have a great group of ladies, a lot of newbies. I'm so excited to get to put faces with names and get to meet you all. So I'm excited that you are signed up. Several that are coming back from November, and I'm excited to see that. So it's going to be a great group, and I'm excited to get started this week. It's November the 30th, December the 7th, and December the 14th. Those are the 3 weeks we will have. I will be off pretty much those last 2 weeks in December. Everybody needs a break, right? So, okay, so let's get started. So our Monday mantra, and I have it right here, it says, it takes courage to slow down and honestly look at the emotions we've been avoiding. It takes courage to slow down and honestly look at the emotions we've been avoiding. And it's many times so easy to push our feelings down, push our feelings aside, ignore them, whatever the case may be. But let me tell you from firsthand experience, and it just happened to me this weekend, when you push those feelings down, ignore them, or say things like, it's not that bad, or it'll get better, it causes physical pain eventually, because that's what it does. Emotions are energy, and energy can get bottled up in our body, and when they do, they cause problems, right? I don't know about you, but have you ever had a situation where you cried it out, like you've just had a really deep cry, and then you slept so well that night, that's because you are releasing those emotions from your body, and that you are able to shift them, get them moving, whether they're completely out or not of your body, but enough to where you can sleep better. And that's exactly what happened to me this weekend. I released a lot of energy yesterday, and I didn't think I was going to sleep very well last night, and because I released that energy, I got sleep. I shifted things in my body. I shifted the energy in my body. So, yeah. So it takes a lot. So this morning, what I've been doing is I've been processing that. I've been sitting with myself in quiet, processing. I'm facing what those emotions were that I let go. What were they? Anger, frustration, sadness, disappointment, the feeling of not being heard, not being seen, all those things, right? Is it easy? Absolutely not. It's not. Anybody who has been to therapy, anybody who's been to coaching sessions, anybody who's willing to work on their inner self knows it's not easy. It's not. It takes bravery and courage and strength and consistency to show up for yourself and to face the hard stuff. With that said, boy, does it feel good on the other side. It feels so good on the other side. Okay? I will say, I will admit, I will openly talk about the fact that I went to therapy for, well, I've been on and off for many, many years, but I went hardcore for 2 years, I guess. At least 2 years. I had lost fur kids. I had lost my dad. I had lost my best friend. I lost a cousin who was very close to me and my uncle within a 16-month period. And I was depressed. And I had to see somebody. So I was in pretty regular, actually I was in at least once a week, if not twice a week, for about 2 years. And I cannot thank my therapist enough. She was who I needed at that time. She was. Fast forward to the ending of that 2 years, and I realized I needed something different. So I started searching out something different. And that's when I found what I do, which is, you can call it whatever you'd like. Life coaching, transformation coach, inner work coach, whatever you want to call it. And realized that I needed something right now. And therapy sometimes, not always, but in my experience, I'm just speaking from my experience, they want to go backwards and they want to do, which is great. It's needed for a lot of things, but I wanted to take care of what I was feeling right now. The sadness, the grief, the anger, the frustration, all that, I wanted to take care of it, which is why I sought out a program to become a coach, right? In the midst of all that, I had to take an honest look at myself and take an honest look at my feelings and emotions and learn how important it was to face those. Okay? And so I'm telling you all this to say, your journey is just that. There's not a finish line for working through emotions. We're humans. We are humans. We have a human experience, right? Somebody cuts you off driving to the store. Somebody was rude to you at the bank, or whatever the case may be. You have friendships, a falling out in a friendship, or at work, or whatever. That's life, and it's going to hand us that. The difference is how we are prepared and willing to face it. And that's what I've learned over the last few years being a coach, that I had to be ready and willing to face it. Do I do it always? Nope. Because it's easy to push them aside and push them down and push them away and process. And also, truthfully, what part did I play in it? That part really sucks. What part did I play in it? And turning it back into you, sometimes you didn't, maybe. That's very true. But sometimes you did, and you've got to be able and be willing to face that. So I offer things like this, my Saturday self-care series, and Embracing Me membership, for those of you who are ready to slow down and take a look at the emotions that you're carrying and that we have been avoiding, that you have been avoiding. I feel I am a soft place to land. Okay, my mentor calls me a Southern badass. I don't know how true that is. I am very I do offer a safe place to land, but I also don't necessarily take all the BS sometimes. But I do it in a loving and caring way, I promise. So if you are interested in, checking it out, December is when to do it, my group sessions, because it is free. In January, it will start being a paid membership. And I also offer one-on-one sessions. So if you are needing one-on-one or wanting one-on-one work with me to sit down and face those things, whatever they are, it could be anything. Let me, I had a client who I look up to because I met this person outside of this business before she became a client. And I highly respect her. And she asked for a session, and we became, in that capacity, a client and practitioner. And she gained so much confidence during the 2 months we worked together that she went on vacation and did not give two flips about what people thought of her in a bathing suit. That's the kind of work that I do. I want to build confidence. I want to help you face your emotions and work through them when you are ready. Therapy or sessions like I do, you can't force somebody to want it. Just like, you can't force someone with an addiction to rehab and it work, because it's just not going to work. They have to want it. Weight loss is another one. They have to want it. You have to have a different mindset. You have to be ready to face the emotions. You have to be ready to slow down and take an honest look at what's right in front of you. And sometimes that's hard. And sometimes we have to try and try and try again. And that's okay. And that's okay. But you are worth it. I'm looking at you square in the face this morning on Monday and say to you, you are worth it. You are worth the work. You are worth the time. You are worth the love. You are worth facing the emotions to work through it to get to the other side. You are worth it. And if you just need to fast forward the replay just to this part to hear me every day, go back and listen to it every single morning. That is fine with me. But I'm telling you, you are worth it. So take that time for you, whether that's meditation, whether that is a nature walk, whether that is getting a session with me or getting into Embracing Me, or coming to my Saturday self-care series, or going to see a therapist, or whatever you need to do for you. You are worth it. You are worth it. Okay? I pulled a card. I always pull a card. And I chuckle because, again, I can't make this up. I just ask what you guys need to hear for today. And this is what it came up with. It says release, and I'll read it to you in just a second. But it says release. Today I release limiting beliefs, harmful thoughts, toxic patterns, and anything out of alignment. I am ready for transformation and welcome this shift. I am creating space for a new chapter filled with love, abundance, and amazing opportunities. How beautiful and wonderful and perfect is that? Release. Release those limiting beliefs, harmful thoughts, toxic patterns, and anything out of alignment. I am ready for transformation and welcome this shift. I am creating space for a new chapter filled with love, abundance, and amazing opportunities. Fantastic. I love this. Okay, ladies, I hope you have a wonderful Monday and hope you have a wonderful week. I will probably hop back on here at some point this week just to remind you of Embracing Me. If you haven't already registered, please do. You do have to be registered to get the replay, so make sure, even if you can't make it or you have to miss a week, that's totally fine. You will get a replay, but it's not on Facebook. It's on Zoom. You do not have to have your camera on. If you're not comfortable with your camera being on or, unmuting and participating, we would love for you to do that, but I also want you to feel comfortable. So if that's not comfortable for you, I want to respect that boundary. So at least you're there with us and get to be a part of a wonderful group of ladies. So hope you have a great week. I hope you are doing well, and take time for yourself, because this time is about to get real busy and we need time for ourselves. So take that for you. Okay. See you soon.